When I first noticed the way my wife smiled at her coworker, I told myself it was harmless. They laughed together, texted often, and even shared inside jokes that I didn't understand. At first, I brushed it off as simple friendship, something normal that could happen between colleagues. But soon, the small details began to feel heavier than they should. She guarded her phone more than usual, tilted it away when I walked by, and her eyes lit up when his name popped on the screen. One evening, while she was in the shower, her phone buzzed, and curiosity got the better of me. The message wasn't outright romantic, but it carried a weight that unsettled me. Asterisk, I miss our talks today. Work was boring without you. Asterisk, my stomach tightened. Was this just friendly banter, or was it something deeper, something emotional she wasn't sharing with me? When I confronted her gently, she laughed it off, saying, "You're overthinking. He's just a friend." Her tone was casual, but her body language wasn't. She looked away, avoided eye contact, and hurried to change the subject. It was as if she wanted me to believe the words, but even she didn't believe them fully. I couldn't shake the feeling that I was losing a part of her I once owned completely. Days turned into weeks, and their friendship seemed to grow stronger. She started staying late at work, insisting it was due to projects, yet she'd come home energized instead of tired. She talked about him more than she talked about her own family. "He just gets me," she once said absent-mindedly. That sentence played in my mind over and over again. Shouldn't I be the one who gets her? One night, while scrolling through our shared laptop, I stumbled upon a draft email she hadn't sent. It read, asterisk, "I don't know what to do anymore. I think about you constantly, and I feel guilty. I wish things were different." Asterisk, my hands trembled as I read it. This wasn't physical cheating yet, but emotionally, she was halfway gone. I didn't confront her immediately. Instead, I watched her closely. The way she smiled at her phone late at night, the way she guarded her secrets, the way she seemed present in body but absent in soul, it was all evidence of a bond that crossed the line. An emotional affair may not leave lipstick stains or hotel receipts, but its wounds cut just as deep. Finally, I decided we couldn't keep living in silence. One evening, I asked her to sit down. My voice shook as I told her I had read the email. She froze, her face drained of color. Then tears welled up, and she whispered, "I didn't mean to fall into this. I just felt so lonely, and he listened when I thought you didn't." Her confession felt like both a dagger and a plea. Anger rushed through me, but so did guilt. Had I neglected her without realizing? Or was she just excusing her betrayal? I couldn't decide which hurt more, her choice to confide in another man, or the possibility that I had failed as a husband. She begged me to forgive her, promising that it hadn't turned physical, that she would cut him off. But the trust between us had cracked like glass, and no amount of words could make it whole again immediately. Still, I wanted to believe her. I wanted to salvage what was left of us, if there was still something worth saving. For weeks, she worked hard to rebuild what she had broken. She deleted his number, changed her routines, and tried to earn back my trust. But healing isn't as simple as hitting delete. Every time her phone buzzed, I felt a pang of suspicion. Every smile I didn't understand sent my mind spiraling back to those messages. I realized then that emotional cheating is no less damaging than physical cheating. It steals intimacy, creates distance, and replaces the bond two people are supposed to share with someone outside. And in some ways, it hurts even more, because it's the heart, not the body, that wanders first. In time, I told her plainly, if we're going to survive this, we need to rebuild from scratch. That means honesty, counseling, and effort from both sides. She agreed, with tears and sincerity I hoped were real. The road ahead wouldn't be easy, but at least we had acknowledged the truth. Now, I live each day with caution and awareness. I've learned that cheating isn't always about the physical act. It begins in the quiet spaces of the heart. And whether it's just friends or something more, the moment you give a piece of yourself to someone else that belongs to your partner, you've already crossed the line.